Once a year, the children of Sodor are all invited to a special summer party. There was to be ice cream and cake for everyone. Every engine wanted to be the one to take the children to the party. On the day of the party, Sir Toppenhat came to Tim Milkshake's. Percy hoped that he would be taking the children, but Sir Toppenhat chose James. He had other jobs for Percy. Percy, first you are to go to the dairy to collect milk to make the ice cream. Then you must go to the farm on the other side of the island to collect butter for cakes, all in time for the children's party. Percy set off proudly. When Percy arrived at the dairy, the manager told him he was to take the milk churns to the ice cream factory. You have to go very slowly, he told Percy. So Percy steamed carefully away. When Percy stopped at the signal, he met James. Hello, slow coach, he whistled. I'm not being a slow coach, puffed Percy. I'm being reliable. If you weren't a slow coach, James sniffed, Sir Toppenhat would have given you my job. I'm fast and I'm reliable. That's why I'm taking the children. James looked very pleased with himself. This made Percy cross. I could be as fast as you, he huffed. I'll race you to the next signal, James whistled, and he steamed quickly away. Percy wheezed after him as fast as his pistons would pump. As he raced along, the milk churns rattled and rocked. They biffed and bashed. And at the next signal, Percy raced ahead of James. Percy was very pleased. He steamed off for the ice cream factory, but he had completely forgotten about going slowly. The ice cream factory manager was very happy. Percy had delivered the milk in record time. Now the factory could make the ice cream for the party. But when the manager looked into one of the churns, he was very surprised. This milk is almost butter, exclaimed the manager. The factory manager asked Percy if the churns had rattled around. Percy looked worried. If you shake milk for long enough, it turns to butter, he told Percy. Percy was very upset. The factory manager was cross. You must go back to the dairy and get more milk. And remember to go slowly this time, he said sternly. Percy steamed back to the dairy as fast as he could. When Percy arrived back at the dairy, Sir Toppenhat was there. He was very cross. Percy, it is nearly time for the party, and you still have not collected the butter from the other side of the island. The children will have no cakes for the party. Percy felt terrible. Percy trundled slowly and carefully back to the ice cream factory. He didn't feel reliable. He had let everyone down. When he finally arrived with the milk, the manager told Percy to take the old churns back to the dairy. But suddenly, Percy had a better idea. Percy steamed along with the milk churns even faster than he had before. He puffed up Gordon's Hill and chopped down to the valley. He raced like a rocket, and he wheezed like the wind. The churns in Percy's freight cars rattled and rolled. They clanged and crashed and biffed and bashed. Even the cows and sheep looked up to see what the noise was. But Percy couldn't stop until he got to the bakery. As he arrived, he blew his whistle long and hard. "I need butter, not milk!" cried the baker. He was surprised to see the milk churns. "Look inside the churns," tooted Percy. The baker couldn't believe his eyes. The almost butter was now butter, enough to make all the cakes for the party. When Sir Topham had heard what Percy had done, he came to see him. Percy thought Sir Topham would be cross. He was very worried. But Sir Topham smiled. "Percy, you have saved the children's party," he boomed. "So today, that makes you the most reliable engine on the whole of Sodor." And later, Percy had his most important job yet, as guest of honor at the children's party. There was lots of ice cream and plenty of cakes. Everyone had a wonderful time. The children cheered for Percy. Percy felt very proud.